New profile. Before we get started, what shall we call you? Did I say my actual, like, regular name? Might as well. Okay. Ronnie. Let's do it. Cough, cough, cough. Wake up on the beach, soaking wet salt water, stinging the inside of your throat as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. Okay. What do you know? What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Cough, cough. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you can catch my drift. Well, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Ronnie. May I continue? Please go on. Okay, then, as I was... Cough, cough. Dot, dot, dot. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. I want nothing to do with that. Did you see the new Popstar collection that is gonna be coming out on the 11th for DVD? No, I didn't, really? They have a new Popstar thing? I saw that they added a Greek update to it. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where you are? Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? So we found the face. Come on, dig it up. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head emmed in the ground before you. There is no body, just this head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul. Yeah, Fang is getting an outfit, so exciting. Also, that it's creepy. Fang's getting a new outfit. Let's go. I might get it. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose. And so you dispose of it. Why? That's a nice coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now? Nah, not right now. No thanks. Look, I'm gonna level with you here. The coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday and I've been looking all over for it. Dropped it into a dead person's mouth? Could you just give it back? Nah, that don't mean nothing. Shh. Be that way then. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger and longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. Volleyball? When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. I was right. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please. You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Huntress. Okay. Okay. Spirit. Trapper. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy. A magical aura reaches out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. Well, so many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. The Trapper, hello. There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. What do you do? Toss it back. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right into the Huntress's hands. Let's go. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty. But that's okay, it's natural. The Spirit. Try hard much, bletch. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring you intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they're looking very appealing in their own way. And nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Ronnie, you were made of this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. Oh boy. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. The Trapper. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what the Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have flesh blood on their hands. The Spirit. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. The Huntress. Besides, you seem a lot more interested than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean, there has to do more than distract from my total domination? You sigh. That was Wraith. The sigh means that he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? No, thank you. No, you can't. At least not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey, Ronnie, you might want to, you know, say something. Actually, never mind. There's plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. Okay. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. Oh boy. This is a timed quiz, and it will be very important later. Why is it timed? Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. The Trapper. How attractive would you say you are? Me? I'm average. I'm pretty average, I think. Just another face in the crowd, another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. Well, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? Invisibility, flight, or super strength? Super strength. Super strength would be cool. Strength isn't all about muscles. True strength is up here. You expect Trapper to point his head, but instead he taps one of his bulging shoulders. It's specifically in these muscles. Nobody gives a shit about your calves. What was your best subject in school? Oh boy. Math, history, or skipping class? Out of all these, I didn't really skip class. History. History? Nice, it's important to know what came before the, so that we are not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we will anyways, but still. What's your favorite animal? Dog, cat, or mustelid? What the? Okay, a dog. You look absolutely adorable in a little puppy mask. Thank you. What's my favorite color? Blue, blood red, or 3-day-old corpse? Oh. I know I know the theme of my stream is red and black. But my favorite color of all time is baby blue. So we're gonna say baby blue. Well, blue, but you know what I mean. Blue. Blue isn't good for productivity. Makes people want to be lazy. Well, excuse me. What's my dream job? Astronaut, nightclub promoter, not working at all. Not working at all. If we get to do what we really want, why work at all? It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. Best flavor of ice cream? I'm diabetic. Horseflesh, chocolate, or vanilla? Chocolate. My favorite flavor is pain. Same here. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream, am I right? Well, I mean, my favorite is, chocolate chip cookie dough, but you didn't give me that option. Hold on a second, this reminds me, I am right, always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator, you rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? I mean, he's not wrong, it is mint chip. Out of all these flavors, it's 100% mint chip, so. Best flavor is mint chip. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants to start getting to know them. Wants you to get to know them. I'm Trapper, I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on the whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Oh. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time, but the things I do hate, I really hate, you know. Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait, I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's a lot of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. He'd love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me, I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise, they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Okay. Wow, for once I actually agree with Meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat dock nearby. Okay. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. The way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? Okay. This is where I start leaning towards, like, the killer that I want, right? a second. um. That's the yacht. Volleyball. Bada boom. I'd be down for a dip in the pool. Oh, the pool. You actually want to go to the pool? I actually didn't want to choose the pool, but whatever. Well, I mean, sure, why not? I've got good ideas. What's wrong with my ideas? The pool is great. Everyone knows that. All over the world, if people agree on one thing, it's that pools are great. Look, we've got a whole ocean right here, and they still put in a pool because pools are just, you know, great. It's a real special treat. And you thought it was bad when he stayed quiet. Hold on. Claudette! Wait, they got survivors in here? Hold on. Dwight, for just one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. There's no Fang. This place we call Murder's Island. Huge dramatic musical flourish. Oh. None of the others survived. Ahem, survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time, so very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with their nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. Okay, I hate when games make me read non-stop. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know I needed supervision. We don't have much anatomy around here. The least you can do is the least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you can do is help us get off this isle. Dwight. Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes, something I can help you with? Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. It seems like Dwight was asking for help to get off the island, though. Alright, that. Yes, that's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway. A couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious, doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all the money that comes at a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity on this island. Your decisions matter mostly when I agree with them. Not like the other islands. Okay. Why am I just reading non-stop? So what will it be? Oh, I get to choose again. Okay. Let's go to the bar. The spirit! Finally, freedom from the preposterous premise that the four of us would be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match. Spirit looks at you from beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial tone. I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows that I technically float above the ground, so nobody believed I was even putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap, and when that didn't work, I tried whining, and when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on this island, but my good lord. It turns out I'm not the first to toss those kind of threats around this island. So thanks, I guess, for getting it caught off. No problem. Let it. Are we threatening to end each other again? Ha. Now it's Dwight, who takes on a conspiratorial turn, his eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper. Please, just make it quick. Dot dot dot. Is what he'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make you the drink of your dreams. Ah. Dot dot dot. Ah, ha 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 ha. Hilarious, right? Right, Dwight? Yeah, right, right. So what will you be having? Vodka soda, sangria, Scotch rocks, or virgin daiquiri. Vodka soda. Vodka soda, coming right up. Really takes me back home. You know, vodka is a very special drink to me. Warms the blood on a cold night in the woods. On occasion, I would, how do you say? Bump into the occasional soldier while hiking across the motherland. They always had a nip of vodka tucked away in a special little silver package in a special little hidden pocket. But no one hides from me. A bit basic to be drinking vodka on a tropical island, no? And you're mixing it with soda? Really? Yeah? Mind your business. Being passionate about being passionless is so last year. It's also my thing, and you're making it look bad. That's 2 strikes. Since we fulfilled your requests, it's time for you to return the favor. I should have known that there was a catch. Icebreaker time, okay? I swear had I known they'd pull this kind of Fox enthusiastic community building crap, I'd have suggested we attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I set foot near this bar. You don't think it could be You don't think it could be kind of fun? A little fun? Never mind, I hate it. This sucks, but it could be fine, or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? I've literally never seen him in a hat.
We're about to take it back.
Becky! My man, 10 months. How you doing? Appreciate it. Welcome back. So muscular.
Decky just resubscribed for 10 months. Wow, Ronnie, you should hook me up with your manly axe friend Dekiznik.
I got you, Decky. I got you. Appreciate it, Decky. Thank you for the 10 months, man. Welcome back. How you doing? If we must make small talk, I'm at least picking a topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after-school activities that I definitely never did because I'm no nerd. Methinks certain someone doth protest too much. Okay, because I'm reading so much, it's like take me so long to read. Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severe feet. The topic I choose is books, novels, comics, fiction, or none. Reading is the only real escape from the inescapable horror of life, the escape into your own mind. A groan rolls through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here. I'd imagine, based on that response, they were much more enthusiastic about drinking. Considering the situation we're in, it seems an appropriate time to ask you. Okay, Ronnie, what's your desert island book? The one book where you'd bring with you if you were to, well, on an island like this. Oh, and it has to be classic horror for reasons that should be obvious. She means because this is an island of horror villains, and also those books are all in the public domain. Nothing too modern. Humanity has really gotten soft these past 100 years. So what's your favorite? Dracula, Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, or books? No thanks. So no, I don't read books. I always wait for the movie to come out. However, if I had to choose, Dracula. Dracula is one classic that's still scary. To be seduced by some beautiful stranger only to learn later that they're an immortal villain. It's downright thrilling. Well, I guess, but I was going to say that despite the deviant behavior of Dracula and the threat of possible danger or even death that he poses, you can't help but get turned on by the liberation from the status quo that he represents. Same here. So what if some old doctor says he's a bad boy? You're supposed to reek like garlic and sleep alone. Who did they think would buy into that? If you're going to be trapped into the nightmare that is undead life internal, which I know a little something about, you could do a lot worse than great clothes, a castle, and a lover who doesn't take shit from anyone. Okay, I wish there was an option where it could like read for you, so I'm not reading non-stop. The scariest part of Dracula is thinking that no one will ever be quite as interesting to make love to as a vampire. Enough about those old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some new stories of our own. Okay. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-mask covered eye. Oh. Might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's all get in a circle and spin this bad boy. Oh, okay. Great idea. Oh, they got Trickster in here? Trickster, isn't it a bit late to introduce a new character? I thought I was the one who gets to make the rules, so I'm not sure who I'm asking. But I wasn't ready for this. Well, hello. And who is this new fan in the waiting? Beat it, hack. I don't know what's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle for our game. Oh, I can't stay. I was just saying it's a great idea, while also teasing the secret Trickster ending. Oh. There's a secret ending. I've got much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Oh. Excuse me. Toodle-oo. The rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap. Spit, that is. Oh. But let's be clear. This ain't a peep show. We're here to have a good time, but it's quite in a classy way. All makeouts will happen out of view with the view of public eye. Real romantics likes. Oh my god, I'm reading so much. Yes, romance is the goal. So we'll be waiting here in complete silence, trying to listen and use our imaginations while we make out on the other side of the bar, but not watching. Who am I gonna make out with? Like adults, romantic, well-adjusted adults. Ronnie, you're up. Oh, good lord. You grip the bottle in your hand and put your fate in the hands of the empty bottle gods. Minigames consist of 2 parts. Oh, okay, we got a minigame. Minigames consist of 2 parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. And on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Okay. This is here upcoming minigame. It's a special minigame, perfect for the less coordinated because there's no winning or losing. Well, technically, wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. I suppose if this doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. True. Okay, ready to play? Or would you like me to repeat that? Nah, I got it. Ready. Away we go. Spin the bottle and see who you're gonna smooch. Spirit, 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 spirit. 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 Oh, I gotta stop it. Let's go! You got spirit. You two are meant to be. Heck yeah. Psych, you have to actually spin multiple times to get your real result. First to get to 3 times is your true match. That's how we play hardcore. Spin the bottle on this here. I don't want to play hardcore. I got my match. Now get your spin on. Boom. You can't stop me, baby. You got spirit. Okay. Yes! You got spirit. Spirit is your true match. I know, right? Ooh. Just this morning, you were waking up on a strange beach surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. Now you're looking across the beach towel at Spirit, lust in her eyes, sweating glistening on her skin. Hey, yo. Your heart races. You can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Spirit takes you by the hand, and you sit. Okay, I almost read that wrong. Spirit takes you by the hand, and you sit face to face at a private section of the bar. She begins to reach for you, putting her hands on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way she is. You're sweating in the gross way you'd sweat at the interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do. If you try and lock lips in the state, you might gross her out so completely that she'll never be able to look at you romantically again. Spirit, I have some bad news for you. Oh. I have something in my teeth, don't I? I think it might be seaweed. I have no idea how long I was in that ocean. No, well maybe, but that's not what I was going to say. It's not happening. Not now, maybe not ever. Well, damn, this is just like real life. If they think I'm going to make out with some stranger just because a bottle told me to, they've got another thing coming, and so do you, namely a katana into your heart. If you even try to make a move under such absurd circumstances. But What? Damn, I'm getting rejected just like real life. I don't like this. I wasn't gonna... Yeah, I know. You seem pretty harmless and not at all that bad to kiss. If I were interested, which I'm not at this moment in time. Fine. Are we going to tell them we kissed? We are. I'm not above lying to get what I want. So that thing about me being not that bad to kiss, was that a lie to get me to play along? If you want to know the truth, figure it out yourself. But don't expect this life to just hand you gifts like me. All I was ever wanted was pain and suffering. Treat me well, and I'll return the favor. Oh, I'm gonna treat her well. All right, our goal is spirit, y'all. We're gonna get spirit. Otherwise, try a different route and see what happens. I hate to break up such a passionate moment that we only assume was passionate because we'd never spy on you constantly while you stay on this island. But dinner is being served right away, and we must insist that you join us. We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation. When there are so many interesting things to die from. Oh. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You were expecting what capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking? You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. Or were you expecting some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And oh, great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. I mean, I know, right? Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. It's Trickster again. Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him expected stir. I was okay. Sorry. Even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there, you're looking good, Ronnie. Real good. Appreciate you. and we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy. We really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. Or what are we eating? It's meat. I mean, that's very specific. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you'd know considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat its meat. So that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey Ronnie, you thinking what I'm thinking? Not really. It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what differently appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours, and we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change, cause with my broad axe, it's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. It's fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked, no blood. Oh, you two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough, grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obviously. True. The hell it is! Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Ooh. Please stop, please. I hate when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azeroth. Great, instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Hey Ronnie, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean dinner. Oh. Felix, okay. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole, they once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon. All while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers for some reason, they're always terrified of Titanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigames? Okay, so it's a minigame again. Alright. Got it. Got it, I remember. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Okay. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? Nah, we got it, we got it, we got it. Ready? Away we go. Slice. Okay. Oh. Oh, you missed completely. Sounds about right. Alright. Easy. Perfect. Alright. Yes, let's go. Alright. Ooh. Not bad, okay. This is literally skill checks, by the way. Oh. That was pretty good. It was? I like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. For real? The sounds, especially coming from the mask killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Ronnie. Number two is no number two. True, that's true. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. You got a good point. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating? They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? This is gross, I'm sorry. Look at that seagull! Oh, this is totally a me thing. Look at that seagull. Oh, you ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about? Lame misdirect. Yeah, she's right, Ronnie. Pretty lame. And who you are. Never compromise. Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are? And how you got here? Yes, you did, poor thing. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal and you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull... Oh, he just made a lot of good points. I swear, you're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even worth wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were. Am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself, but the only one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that, and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious, I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked. Some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make some more choices that I like. Okay, alright, I got you, I got you. You wake up to find Huntress holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Oh good, you're okay. Sometimes when I try and care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when I started. Which would be a total bummer if that happened to you. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, healthy, living person around. Usually, I'm just falling into the same old routine of smashing everyone's heads open with a hatchet before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you're not nearly as scared or too busy writing in pain to see me for me. You feel nervous in her arms, not just because they're maybe crushing you a little bit, but because she's ... beautiful. Yes, beautiful. But I was just gonna narrate the fact that, not, say it out loud as a single word, like some creep. Beautiful mask. Your bunny mask, it's quite gorgeous. Nice recovery, but now that you're awake and talking, you gotta keep this up. Did you make it yourself? You're the first person to ever ask me that. Yes, I did. You seem so quirky and cool. You could do anything. Own an Etsy store, be a doctor? Why is it that you kill people? Huntress sighs. You can practically see the memories flickering across her eyes, but she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. That's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right. Even through the mask, you can see the Huntress is blushing a bit. It seems like your line of questioning has made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much at dinner. Want a snack? What kind of snack are we talking? She offers you some jerky, probably human jerky, but the spice game is on point because it smells pretty damn good. You know what? We all try something once, right? When on Murder's Island, you might as well eat as the killers do. Plus, you really are hungry, and you can chow down on jerky, essentially, right? I'd love some. After a moment of quiet chewing, on what you choose to believe is not human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question. Have you ever been in a relationship before? Dang, you're really going there. You do not play around, Ronnie. Huntress takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say, it's quite amusing to see this hulking bombshell get all twisted up with these personal questions. Kudos to you, Ronnie. There was this one deer that looked at me quite obviously and it clearing once, but that doesn't count, does it? You hear the faintless giggles bubble out from behind Huntress's mask. Ha ha ha, you're so cute, Huntress. No, it doesn't count. Oh, I'm getting all flirty now? Whoa, what's this? You found something in the sand. Huntress reaches down to pick it up. It's a hair clip, probably left by some little girl who was playing on the beach long ago, who is definitely still alive and not at all dead. Oh, okay. Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip. Seems like she's a little mixed up on how exactly this particular item works. Should you go with the flow or show off some of your knowledge of advanced humaning? I'm gonna show a little thing or two, you know. You silly goose. You chuckle before reaching for the bag of jerky. You take the beret off and collect a lock of Huntress's hair, clipping it back into an attractive swoop. Hey yo, look at me. Much better. Huntress is so happy that you told her something new about human trinkets. She touches the clip in her hair with a shy smile. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette spreading across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. If they don't stop cock blocking, it's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Ooh, okay. Playing sick? No, I was. No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go! Hey Bowser, how you doing? Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. Okay. We're not going to blame everyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities. My bad. And we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh great, we have to decide as a group. That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear, I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head off. Your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Wasn't me? Voice trembling, you realize that is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry everyone, I think they're talking about me, to be honest. I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald! If you ever try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me. I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and Muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so... Ronnie, who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. So me and Huntress are kind of hitting it off. However, I want Spirit. I choose you, Spirit. Whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? See, Bowser, you know what's up. Really? You want to hear from me? Here huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing, even to me. And I literally pulled a guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Talk about bullshit stories. If everyone ever oh my god, I'm reading so much. If everyone else is going to chit chat, I guess I can just sit down and... Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Wraith take their seat. They know when it's worth fighting and when it's not. Ahem. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, and so I'm going to tell my story. Bet. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn. It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Huda, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she had ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away. But how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box, strange alien in its appearance and massive in size. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered? Built on site? In such a busy area? How could something like this just appear? A mystery. It was as if conjured by magic. But this was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside. Spirit pauses her story to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. I want to feel it. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to say what I was going to say. Help me, cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now, it was if every detective in the city was there, looking the strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoners trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke up and here I'm so scared. Please help me, cried the man as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hoda comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy him for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety, as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. And as the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddling on the ground. The man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic, and in I'm reading so much, and in need of help. But Detective Hoda was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her like it never had before. Don't let me die in here, the man begged. Don't let me die alone. Stay calm, instructed Detective Hoda. You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together, and we won't let this be the end of your story. Looking through that narrow west of passageways, Detective Hoda watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of the strange, sad prisoner. Together they both wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment. Promise? Asked the man. Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. A simple pledge. She felt an instant connection like she had never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any of the other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so, when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hoda, for she knew he would return, and he did, pressing his lips up to the narrow slit in his horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, Promise? Promise that I'm not alone? ... Yes, she promised. I do. And pressing her palms against the cold outside of the box without truly knowing why, Detective Hoda leaned forward and placed her own lips up to the opening, letting her breath creep into the strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in the soft touch. Thank you, said the man. No trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. Get back! Yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hoda and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by a cacophony of whirring gears and clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. I'm reading so much I can't say anything. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hoda gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed, in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And that's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. They're in the corner of the box. There, in the corner of the box was a pile of pieces, like a part of doll almost pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Detective Huda had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. And atop that pile, a head, cold, pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin and soak into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire or up at the sky, anywhere but at Spirit. It was you who chose her. You who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sensual. She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and now no one is sure to act. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. This game was supposed to be a light-hearted romp. Please, I said, do something. Cool story, say nothing, hugger. Stand up and try to start one of the slow claps. Slow clap for sure. You stand up and clap once, then after a beat again, slowly building a dramatic group clap. Wraith stands next to you and claps, no one else does. Spirit floats off as the clapping slows to a halt, which happens almost immediately because it was slow to begin with. Usually they're much more disturbing. More disturbing than that? No. You don't regret picking Spirit to tell that story for tonight, but you have to admit to yourself that even on the strangest day of your life so far, that you can remember at least, you still weren't prepared for that. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Great. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of this cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Spirit approaches you. You know, I was watching you while I told my story. Alright, bet. Alright. Let's do it. Hold on. Alright, time to work magic. Yeah, I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit, you learn something new every day, even when you're a god, I mean a narrator. You're doing it again right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me. Dipping in hot tubs with the Spirit. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that, just don't forget our little talk. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. I just want to be totally clear. Even though the story even though that storyboard okay, I'm reading so much, I'm messing up. I just want to be totally clear. Even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically or metaphorically, not any other ically. I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in your life, and so was the person in the story. A perfect normal coincidence. Sure, you're on this island, trapped, one might... Sure, you're on this island, trapped, one might say, in a most puzzling place. Also, a completely regular coincidence. And sure, his lips were blue. Your lips are blue. Really? You call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find. Revenge! Okay, so the similarity stopped there, I guess. I just tried to make a move, let's go. Coincidences. Sorry, the coincidences. Gets us through your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins, or well, maybe it has coagulated by now. No need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. You've got to figure out. You've got to figure that with that many sharp edges, a person is. Reading so much. With that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. The truth is, and I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbing about it. I dreamt that story like watching a movie in my sleep. When I was just a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. Oh my. I've never been able to shake it. That's a very adult story for a child to dream. Do you believe me? Yes, I believe you. I know we've just met, but yes, I do believe you. The way you told that story, it clearly came from someplace deep. Fool! Who taught you to trust a stranger? You're going to get hurt if you don't learn to take better care of yourself. My bad. Now you've got me wondering, do I believe you if you believe her or not? And if I know everything, because trust me, I do know everything, don't I already know the answers to my own question about if I believe your answer to Spirit's question? Whoa. Ocean air got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that a certain corpsey cutie floating in a cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from her puzzle box. If you believe that she is the damn it, got me going again. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum to what will surely be a mind-numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain someone standing before you with a fresh towel ready to dry off. Gee, I wonder who the cockblockers are, huh? Hi, Claudette. Sorry, kids, but it's time for bed. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped up in a fresh, clean towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb at all the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her. You watch as Spirit stares off into the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first. When she catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs the towel from Dwight, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. Nice. You head over to the campsite. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Spirit's story about the prisoner in the puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, will you leave your life, or has it already been taken from you and it's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive, their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum, or the other guests aren't the types you want to rob of their beauty sleep. Ready? Okay. Ready. Away we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. Oh boy. Okay. 96.
All right, let's talk about our community. For us, it means two major things. First of all, the community is you out there. It's you and everybody else, either playing the game or talking about the game or creating content relating to the game or being inspired by the game to write music or to make outfits. It's everybody that's part of what makes Dead by Daylight this amazingly rich and passionate environment. It means groups of people who interact on every single possible social platform, in person. It means people who play together. It's even the people who play by themselves and never talk to anybody. So it's important for us to be able to break it down and figure out exactly who is part of the community and how do we listen to them? How do we get close enough that we can actually hear what makes them happy, what makes them excited, what worries them, all of this. We need to know about that. So the other part of community for us is the community team. It's our team that we built. Obviously, this was a very small
98.
thing.
Let's see what's on this station. People listening. Oh. Okay, alright. Oh, I keep going to that one. Alright, hold on. There we go. Got it. We're gonna listen to every station. Nice, nice. Ah. Got it. Okay. I thought I could like turn it up or something. Okay. Got one more, right? 94. Ah. Here we go. Yeah. Turn it off. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you sleep here. Ayo? Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? I think we already know. Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. I'm not gonna lie, listening to that radio was a little, like, was, like, very relaxing not having to read the entire time. Okay. I like to listen to flute music, dabble in some essential oils, and steam my pores. Really? What? Even the dead like to relax. I don't really have any of those things around. There you go. Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item. It's a small cam carved from bamboo. I guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I will want it back though. And if you lose it, well, you'll get your revenge on me? If it's the last thing I'll do. Oh. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky by now. You've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. The human body is made up of 60% water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that. Even Amnesia video game protagonist. I actually did know that. Bowser, you in spirit. I like your taste. Well, guess what? Drink as much as you'd like. You'll never get to 100%. You hear me? Don't think I don't see what you're up to. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Trapper is sitting beside you, sketching a portrait. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the spirit right before bedtime. You should know they're not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share 2 things with you. 1, I do not take rejection well. 2, the first thing is very important to remember. Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing sync lines radiating out from me, are you? Still nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. I'll think about it. The rest of the scum live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if it bit them on the ass. If I bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. And if I don't pick you, remember what I said earlier, or it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest. Sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to the about 15 feet to your left. Finally alone for real this time. Maybe you drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Yeah, really. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't. Oh, jeez. It is. It's one of those reality shows. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to a camera. Oh boy. I think today really went well. These were some of the... Alright, hold on. I got this. I think today really went well. These were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do. Okay. Attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk, and I had to wash her entrails off my seraphim. That being said, the other 3 should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I for one will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major Buzzco and Trapper, oof. Where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge parts of this thing called life. This is weird. I don't care enough. Okay. This is weird. I don't care enough to kill this person. But if anyone else wants to, I don't care enough to stop them. Might have to just kill Dwight to feel anything again. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes, or maybe they'll realize I'm not one of them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks of me as beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe? Okay, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. You open your eyes, the sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great, totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying coffee, good lord. Morning. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. This man's trying to kill me. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, right? Demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. No, not at all. Not at all. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues? Also, I am just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If I want to ask him how to reach the other, island, now is the time. Never mind. He left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that. What the hell is that? What's that? Don't think, they don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. This man just roofied me. And he definitely didn't get the name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. The type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up, reviewed to, not an internal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly a reliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent. And whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bear their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made up coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Ronnie. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes, I've been having a lovely time. Yes, it's been really entertaining. Yes, I'm not suspicious there's no option. Let's do that. Yes, I'm not at all suspicious that there's no option here. What an encouraging response. And we're so glad you're not suspicious. Hey Claudette, maybe Ronnie isn't suspicious because they figured out what they're actually doing here. Zero chance they're still clicking even right now to see how you'll respond. Hey, look at that. Yeah, they don't know anything. It doesn't matter though, Ronnie. We're so happy to hear you're having fun. I didn't say I was having fun. We're all having fun, Ronnie. Do you hear us? We're all having fun. We do need to ask you one more question though. We all have to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? Whatever. Yes, I would hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract stating that I, Ronnie, will never say anything negative about my stay here on this island. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes. Hey Ronnie, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games or resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing. Breakfast! I'm down for breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon. And so much for maintaining these beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers? Will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday, about the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. The trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I can't imagine you could make me any angrier today than you did yesterday, but I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated, anyone see where I left my cleaver? Aha! Just kidding. I always knew where my cleaver is. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all the possibilities that this strange island has in its store. How open-minded? Well, that surely might be it. Must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast too, and just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did, or should I say did not. I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest for familial revenge thing, and that thing was no different. So in that case, it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done though. I can help her sleep. I'm sorry. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect, there he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh, hey, that was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, not like too much fun, that would be weird, but like, a good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait. Are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep 'em wanting more. You're getting good at this game, or sexy true to life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. I've literally only eaten jerky the entire time I've been here. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday wasn't short a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing, me? Well, yeah, I guess that is okay, right. You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these four fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. Oh. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, and I heard it is, yeah, I heard it is this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick it in there. A little more. Oh yeah, there. Oh my goodness. Intense. Oh, okay. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. That's why I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they are doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. I want to interrupt them. Oh wow. Look at this super cool bottle of Trickster Bland suntan lotion someone left on the chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Aw, come on, a little privacy, please. Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear you. Well, you know. Know what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing, I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like fun. Hold on. Alright. You two think people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent fun? Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe that this place is our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were? Me and him? Dwight? Alright. You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. Okay. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Hey, Prue. That don't even look like Dwight. You're not wrong, in a way. How you doing, Prue? Let's go, lover boy. I noted all of our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Ronnie. You're going to need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A crashmity. Good, just sleeping mass hours. Test came back, not COVID, just sick. Well, that's good you don't have COVID, man, but I'm sorry you're sick. I hope you feel better. ... Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, you're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was in short a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up the sun in a heated pool. Today you're on a date with you. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Alright, Prue, we're trying to get Spirit. Our goal is Spirit. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped like a palm tree is bending over to skew with you. Everyone's trying to get Spirit? Really? She's bad. What can I say? But it's no tree at all. It's, hey babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. She's the hard one to get? I mean, I'm working on her pretty well, so I mean, I know what I'm about. What's that about? Some force kind of checked it. Some force kind of checking with the group. I don't like it. Fishy, kind of lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You seen my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know my IP island where all the Hollywood celebs hang out? If you play your cards right? I could give you a private show. Oh. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow up bat? Threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything, and we're not the best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. This game is nothing but like reading. So I'm like messing up my words. Okay, now that the guy is gone, and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by. Oh, what'd I do? I changed my scene, hold on. Okay, now that this guy is gone and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breath, and... Hey, Bowser. Dude, it's called a visual novel. Of course there's reading. Listen, Bowser, I know, but listen, man, I don't read. I wait for the movie. I prefer there be voice actors, you know what I mean? I don't want to be the voice actor. For every character. Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Ah yes, Huntress. That makes sense. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us. I mean, hear us there. Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately a flood of worry floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic? Bring your swimsuit? A pocket knife? Why am I not seeing this game on Steam? It's on Steam. It's called Hooked on You. It's called Hooked on You. Dead by Daylight dating sim. It's in my title. You decide to bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point, and you should be prepared. If you can't find it on Steam, just go on their Twitter profile. They tweeted it. But of course you washed up on this island with nothing but the clothes on your back, so you've got nothing to gather. Are you really ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Hugstress. You look up at this towering goddess trying to form a sentence when suddenly, you know, but it's not displaying. What the fuck? Really? I don't know, Prue. That's weird. I looked on their Twitter profile. Actually, no. I searched it and I found it. Before you can decide if you want to go off with her, the spirit interjects. Oh, here we go. Spirit wants some interaction. Let's go. You really think you're going to have fun with her? All the running and wrestling, and not like in the clever double entendre way, but actual physical wrestling? I'm exhausted just thinking about it. I mean, Huntress will kick my ass, won't she? Listen, you're kind of weird, and I'm kind of weird, and like, I don't know. I thought maybe you'd want to sit and ignore the whole world together for a while, yeah? Yo, Spirit knows what I'm about. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say? When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible wrenching writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really gotten me tilted. So who will it be? I mean, I think we already know. I gotta go with Spirit. You've made the correct decision, but know this, just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm going to slobber all over you like a dog, understand? Well, of course you've still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real, but I've been hurt before, literally with a katana. A katana that I now weld in a spectral form, you feel me? Because you feel me? If you try any of that macho trapper crap, yeah, I feel you. Before you ask Claudette and Dwight to clarify, I'll just let you know that yes, it is too late to change your answer now. I mean, it's fine. You and Spirit arrive at the coast overlooking the black lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. You look Spirit up and down and notice that she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. Goth mommy! I'm noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? Black isn't really a color at all. It's the absence of color. It's a void. Like a black hole. A place that swallows light. A dying star. I can see it. Damn, now that's dark. You're confident that Spirit will vibe with this, but Spirit doesn't really care for science fiction, not the type with spaceships and lasers anyhow. She's much more into the type of strange adventures that kick off right here on Earth. Earth? ... Is that where we are? You wonder? The lapping waves on the shore of the coast set a romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes blends perfectly with the mist rolling up over the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place, and so are you. Dude, I feel like the kid from freaking Billy Madison. Today, Junior. The peace doesn't last too long. However, as the lighthouse lets out an eerie howl, like a monster dying, a spiraling black light stretches out across the sky. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard. Oh yeah, it does that. The light and sound recede, and the two of you sit in silence. Spirit lays the towel down and then pats on it gently. Clearly, she wants your company, so you oblige. Just turn on text-to-speech. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. You're not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get in a little hands-on action? What else could it be? Now we're talking, thanks. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Where should I start? Your back? They always start there in the movies. Whoa, sailor, slow your roll. She doesn't actually need help reaching behind her. Haven't you noticed that her hands float in the air? I'm good. The lotion is for you. Oh. You need any help reaching those difficult spots? Spots? Yes, I do. Yes, very much. You see a hand float around your back. Sure, why not? Or do I do gulp? You swallow hard, trying to make room in your throat for words to come out, but nothing does. You're embarrassed enough and decide to just live with what you've got. Seat yourself. You watch a spirit apply sunscreen to herself. Oh wait, no, I wanted it. I messed up. I didn't mean it like that. You watch a spirit applies sunscreen to herself in the most unique way by floating her own hand around her back to spread it on. Comment on her floating hand's ability. Say nothing. Ask about those shards of glass sticking out from her. The fact that your hands just float out around you like that, you can reach things way easier than I can. It's almost like you're some kind of superhero. I'm glad you get a kick out of it, but floating severed limbs isn't exactly the type of superpower you think to wish for as a kid. I'd much rather be able to read minds. Maybe then I'd understand why some people act the way they do. Tell her you're actually jealous. Apologize. I'm actually jealous. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but I'm honestly jealous. Maybe you should lighten up. Wait, I didn't mean it like that! Dude, this is just me. This is literally me IRL. I fuck up all the time. You know what? I've got just the cure for jealousy. This should cure you in no time at all. Wait. This might work out. I will show you exactly what it feels like to be me. She takes out her katana and oh my god! She takes out her katana and slices you to pieces. What happens if I try again? Does the whole game start over? Or do we just go back to that? Try again? Okay. You and Spirit arrive at the coast overlooking the Black Lighthouse. Okay, we already read all this, right? And talk like a sim. I feel bad for people that skip the bot around. Okay, wait. We're gonna say thanks this time. Thanks, I forgot to bring my own when I lost my memory and fell into the ocean. Ronnie's into that. I'm into what? The katana? No problem, I figured as much. Spirit turns away while you slather lotion all over your body. You need any help reaching those difficult spots? You see a hand float around your back. Sure, why not? We're not messing up this time. Spirit's hand on your back is ice cold, but she has a soft touch. When she's done, she takes care of herself. You watch the spirit apply sunscreen to herself in the most unique way by floating her own hand around her back to spread it on. Okay, we're not gonna mess it up this time. Say nothing. You look on in wonder, not sure exactly what's appropriate to say in this moment. While you're staring at the spirit's back, her head turns around and notices you looking at her. Flash to death. True. I'm sorry, is something wrong? I was just thinking about what you must have gone through to end up like that. It had to have been horrible. It was worse than death. At least death ends eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all of these bits of glass that are stuck in my flesh out right now if I wanted to go, but I don't want to go. But I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me and what the world did to him. That's why I refuse to play the universe's game. I hate the idea that I'll be forced to succumb to pressure the way he did in the end. The way that fear and anger filled him up and then came bursting out. The way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all. Yeesh. It's hard not to think about revenge. The dragon inside me, it's doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it. Even though it gives me strength, I must maintain control. He's stronger than he ever was, I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, Ronnie. We're back in business, baby. I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing in life, in love. This world is a lot to endure alone. Maybe I could use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit. Oh my, even, all right. We're a feet person. You know, having your body contorted into these vengeful poses, it really does a number on my joints. It rubs the lotion on its skin. Ready? Repeat the intro. All right, ready. Oh, okay. All right, we got a foot fetish, people. Let's do it. Easy. Perfect. All right. Easy. Perfect. Oh, you missed completely. My bad. I got it. Not bad. All right. Got it. Perfect. Well, I suppose that the lotion made it to where it was supposed to be going eventually. And you weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. If there is a next time, I'm sure you'll do even better. Oh, there's gonna be a next time. You look up at the lighthouse. It's ominous, dark from hovering above this moment between spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is, in this case, it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan and burst of black light that rescues you from this awkward silence. Sea of Thieves! From seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows itself a thing of death, a spirit of a ship that once sailed these seas centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips in the ocean air above the ship as it careens toward the shore. Before crashing on the rocks, it must have been drawn in by the lighthouse. You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks into the water. Oh right, it does that sometimes too. Should we do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it. True. Within a minute, the ocean is quiet again except for the waves. Note to self, hungry sharks. Oh, so this is why they did the shark charm, right? On DVD. But these time-traveling pirates, or whoever they were, you're half sure you saw one of their skull and crossbone flags. Aren't the only ones drawn here today. It's Wraith. He has emerged from the palm trees behind you. I didn't come here to break up your date or something. I came here for that. Wraith points to the lighthouse. It is indifferent to his attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining its strange light at me. I can't avoid it. Through woods and walls, nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me. It's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me. Those dead pirates or that mermaid I saw washed up on shore that one time. Ew. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift. It's all part of a vast conspiracy, an epic river of lies that runs beneath the island or something. I'm pretty sure I've figured it out, the basics anyhow. If you come with me, you can get cut! Spirit waves her katana, nearly trimming a couple buttons off of Wraith's tropical top. He takes the hint and backs away a few steps slowly. For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up. Okay, be that way, you'll see. Look, Spirit wants me. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Alone at last, tension broken. Deathly moans quiet, and Wraith vanished back to wherever he hangs out. You scooch closer to Spirit, breathing in the damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. It's not quite clear how that whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling. Okay. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe, and you get a peek at the bathing suit beneath. Hey yo. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone else thinks, she puts a lot of work into getting into that suit. It's got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. And Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt whatever you were doing. It doesn't seem like they were worried that... It doesn't seem they were worried that they'd bump into you much. They are cock blockers number 1 and number 2. We're here to make a very dramatic announcement. Well, technically, we're here to invite you to join us back at the beach, where we'll be making a very dramatic announcement. It's hard being the producer. It's hard being the producers and the hosts. Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4? True. When you arrive at the beach, you realize you were set up. Despite promising an announcement, Dwight and Claudette simply stand quietly. This isn't at all what was promised. Wait a minute, there's no announcement here? But there is a me. Oh. You got mud in your eye? You got mud in your ears, friend? I told you to get lost. Oh, they're gonna fight over me. Let's go, baby. Don't you see? Lost is what I am, and so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair. Literally. And figuratively, yeah, I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead. You've got a secret lair? Damn it! Who said anything about a secret lair? I said I've got sap in my secret hair. There's a flap on my secret chair. Don't change the subject. ... Don't ask me what he's talking about. Yeah, you're trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had in I don't know how long, because it's not even clear what year it is, but in a while. Yeah, man, like, relax. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you. It's not me messing things up like I keep trying to tell you. It's the dang island. I've come to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here, well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision, it's simply the way it will be. There's no use fighting it. What would you even know about fighting? All you know is hiding in your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. So don't tell me that I can and can't fight back against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside me. I can't not fight, even when all I might want to do is hide. Don't you see the giant hat? It's a metaphor. If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Folks. Oh, you hide? I've seen you hide. You do your phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking, and we all know that cloaking is a type of hiding. Folks, you cloak? I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk out in the open. You just can't see me. You have no idea what they're talking about, but this sure sounds like some video game community. Forums, threads, minutia. There was such a thing, now that you know about that either. It sure doesn't seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's on you. Ahem! I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I think I'm going to do that now. And I choose Spirit. When it comes down to it, neither of these two seems easy to love. I mean, damn, Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, but she has a certain charm to her gloom. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, to hell with fate, really? Well, to hell with fate, really? And don't take this the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. All the second guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories. No offense taken. Okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. Right, so I'm going to stick with Spirit. Spirit breathes a sigh of relief. I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you, Wraith, too. Spirit walks you around a corner to show you something that she discovered in this place and knew was meant to be connected with her journey, a cherry tree. It's just a small sapling, but it has just begun to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here in this place. It also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so you just accept it. As Spirit steps up to the tree, a cold breeze pulls some oh my good lord. A cold breeze pulls some petals off and they come cascading through the air around the both of you. Do you know the meaning of cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do you mean to you? What do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being at a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away, and for this reason they are also a symbol of the fleeting nature of life, of our fragile mortality. In a way, it's the specter of looming death that calls attention to a special moment, to see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel, Ronnie? Empowered, frustrated, unsure. Oh god. Empowered? The knowledge that life and death are a cycle has always given me peace. Accepting the fleeting nature of life, like the beauty of a flower in bloom, allows me to appreciate the moment without being too hung up on what comes next. As you explain, Spirit's face begins to look sad to you. You're not sure why. It's not the happiest topic, life and death, but why should that matter? And then it dawns to you, Spirit has been trapped in this ghastly state of death with no hope to cycle back, no rebirth, her moment of blossoming life long gone. That scary time of death and decay that comes after the good part, that Spirit's eternity. I feel like an idiot. I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't even thinking about you. You just answered from the heart. I can't let that bother me. Our priorities are not the same. I have my mission. Once the fallen cherry blossoms represented the souls of samurai warriors, those were noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who were killed in the greatest sacrifice to honor their emperor. Their lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai spirit that lives on in me, in my noble bloodline, my life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry tree, it's not real. Though its petals fall, they soon replenish. It's as if it were installed here by someone. Empowered. You watch as Spirit chooses her words very carefully. By something with no respect for the balance of life and death. We're sorry to interrupt. Oh. You know we don't believe you, right? Yep. But this time we've got a really good reason. And it has nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force. Because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that. But okay. We're just here to tell you that it's time for dinner, silly. Get it while it's hot. I guess it's time to go or whatever. Thanks for spending time with me today. I enjoyed it. How long is this game? Me too. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining, and that's not just a remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Hold on.
Oh boy, are we on the air?
Straight up, do your thing.
Streaming live
On the ones and twos.
Kayla!
This is
Kayla, how you doing? Thank you for the raid. Hey Castro. Hey Thug, how's everybody? Appreciate the raid. Welcome in. We're playing the Dead by Daylight dating sim. How's everybody doing? Alright, give me 1 second. This game's actually pretty cool. Look, There we go. Alright. How was your stream, Kayla? He's smitten with spirit. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the time ahem appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. He's smitten. Head over heel. I'm trying to get spirit. Stream is good? Awesome. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. Wraith is here too. You finished Stray, right? Or am I wrong? We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on screen at the same time again, so just believe me, they're all here and they're just as sexy and determined as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these 4 are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Trapper seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. You're at the jail right now. You rage quit? Got frustrated trying to trap 2 sentinels in a cell? Sexy and demented. What a combo. Whatever Castro, I've exceeded you in the game, I'm allowed to rage quit. Rage quitting's okay sometimes. If I'm dining solo, I'm eating what I want, and you're all eating it too. Lamb shank, rare salt pepper, no sauces allowed, and serve it with 1 single piece of broccoli, so Wraith won't complain. I like broccoli. Gives me horrible gas. Oh, I don't like that. Buddy, wait till you smell what rare lamb does to my bowels. It's awesome. Oh. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Oh my. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You have Apex brain. the poses, that pose. They're all doing like random poses. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure. But how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, this game is like so much reading that I feel like, if you guys ever seen Billy Madison, I feel like the kid that's like that. Okay, but just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Gosh, about my date. Be coy. We're gonna... Let's be coy. It wasn't... I fuck up so much! It wasn't really a date. More like 2 people avoiding everyone else and choosing to be alone, but doing it in a relatively close proximity to each other. I hope she doesn't hate that. That's... Okay. That's exactly right. Couldn't have not said anything of value better myself. Spirit is clearly happy with the way you portrayed your date. No surprise she doesn't like people getting into her business. Oh, thank God. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they are all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an enclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetite. Good lord. I really messed that up. Bony appetit. Don't you mean bone? No, almost everything we serve here has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Oh. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the plate. What would you like to say to the servants? Thank you. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. In fact, here. For us, just for doing our jobs, what did I give them? Thank you kindly. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly, or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice, tough cookies. Did you have a choice, or how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good, something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean not my eyes, because of my childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving toward the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith complaining. I'm getting spirit. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their places. Wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't even seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. ... Oh, cool! And now everyone is looking at you. So, you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades, Boggle. Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Oh. Wraith points his spine and skull staff, thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. I'll probably bore you. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Okay. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Ronnie was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Fine, I'll tell a story. Sure, I'm glad to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Oh, good lord. Okay, so what's the type of story do you want to tell? Romance, adventure, or action? I mean, they call me a romantic, you know. So you know, I'm just saying. I'll tell a romantic story about two lovers who take poison together and die foaming at the mouth, or about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon. Good lord, to the same Wily Wolverine. Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting. She'd be dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music and took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. Bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly, I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could spark from a mere look across the campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. We just can't end there. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. I'm sorry, I gotta go with Spirit, again. I suppose I could tell a story, I don't really want to, but anything... Bowser, I gotta go with Spirit, I'm sorry. If I go with Huntress, then I gotta go through a million things with her. I suppose I could tell a story, I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in this group. I mean, I think anyway, I don't know. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead now, and can't do anything about it. It's called The Bride, or technically I suppose the fiancé. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, good lord, I'm sorry, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby, chick farmhouse. Together, they spent months planning the details of their wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose Little Koi, by the way, so fancy. When it came to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, or the fiance, I guess since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. Shut the hell up, Bowser. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toe sandals for pretty much their entire relationship, so he was definitely not to be trusted. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancé decided that she would create unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off to the woods. Each day she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding so that they'd be at the height of their freshness and beauty. Enamored with the incredibly variety of flowers in the woods, she's in the woods she surveyed, the bride, the fiance, since they had not yet been married, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were, so that she could choose the absolute
Ronnie.
best.
Fuck you, Ronnie.
Fuck you, Bowser. When the fateful morning of her big day finally came, the fiancé told her husband that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather the flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. However, when she came upon a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow it was more beautiful now than it had ever been before, and just on the edge of her view was a new blush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful she became dizzy just looking at them. I'm just messing with you. I know, you're fine. But the fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed just further ahead and possibly even more beautiful blossoms. Carried by the sweet fragrance of spring air, the bride or the fiancé crept farther and farther into the woods until she turned the corner, stepped over a mossy fallen tree trunk, and realized she had been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not now she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from the stems into festering moldy piles on the floor, where bees had been. Not only flies buzzed. I don't know why I read files. Where the scenes of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. This is a long story. Into a shadowy glen, she walked and walked and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancé was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family, and love began to look for her, but not to avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest, but there were no beautiful windflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wandering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, unable to see that you are loved by who you are, out there all alone. I thought it was beautiful and sad, just like someone we know. How was story time? A lot of people. I was reading that like I was still reading the story. How was story time? A lot of people like to take post shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off of any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Ronnie, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We actually don't care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. If I had to delete any sequel from existence, it would be Benchwarmers 2. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment. Wait, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Oh. Okay, you have fun tonight and try not to wink, end up dead.
Ronnie? Really, Ronnie?
Yeah, really. Why did you say those words, wink wink, out loud when... and what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident, and you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit, she really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash talking Spirit? Deal me in. What did you say? What do you say we take this to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast the ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough talk of burns. Things that are lit are getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have been set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could, just you and me? I don't want either of you. On those spinelessly legs, on those spinely legs, you're probably tired before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded, Ronnie, is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. You'll kick my ass, Huntress. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for the stealth reasons. It's my own choice, and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all of that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while stumbling through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. Okay. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives, or you know, some special projects we might have going on. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murder's Island comes to close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. But with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because that guy. Spirit. Spirit? Question mark? Oh, you picked me? Yay! Sorry, that was rude of me. I despise phoniness, so I should be honest with you. You make for an interesting company, and I love the idea of winning over these other killers at all costs, even when I hate the game and the prize, but I had a long day. Floating, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth as I imagine sweet revenge. It takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A game, alright? It might seem like I hate everything, and getting to really know who I am is an impossible task. Now, worth trying, but too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you've got. Or just say the exact right thing at the right time and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know the rules here any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess. Alright, we gotta remember to go to the bar. I guess. Yay! You arrive at the bar to find Dwight and Claudette both holding cocktail shakers surrounded by a bevy of bottles of assorted boozes. Yeah, you're holding cocktail shakers because you're cock blockers! Who's ready to get wasted? Well, I don't drink, so not me. You really don't drink ever? Is that a like because it would just fall out of a hole in your stomach thing? Or I don't drink alcohol because alcohol is poison of the body and the mind, and I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time thing. Take notes, y'all. That's facts. But I do it too, okay? Relax. Then why did you choose a mixology lesson as your romantic nighttime activity? Everyone knows this kind of date is just an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions. It's true, not a single person has ever learned anything at one of these things. Dwight, now that's not true. You've learned how to tie a cherry knot in a stem using only your tongue. Whoa, whoa, who ordered the soda with a splash of my private business? Because that's off the menu. Well, I know what I'm drinking to forget tonight. Mixology is a real thing, and it doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you all know that I worked at a restaurant before I was violently executed. By your father? On whom you will have your bloody vengeance, right? Well, so be it. How about you, Ronnie? Do you drink? I mean... I mean, socially, yeah. So yeah, booze up. Well, with all due respect to Spirit, I don't personally have anything against a little bit of alcohol, and this is a resort, I think, and I'm on vacation, I guess, so bring on the booze. I was afraid you'd say that, you see. If you and Spirit have different dietary restrictions, that means we gotta make 2 different drinks with 2 different sets of ingredients. And that's like double the work for the same amount of pay, which is already 0 for a job we both hate. What do you say? Would one of you maybe bend your will just a teensy little bit to make life easier on us? No. Okay, your position is firm. I feel you, Ronnie. Be a pal. What do you think? We gotta get this show on the road. Alright, I'll change my answer. You know, I've always found that being in a healthy relationship requires compromise among other qualities. You wink at Dwight as he turns red in the face. Oh. Don't get ahead of yourself, Ronnie. This is a mixology lesson, not a wedding ceremony. It's an activity that you cared about enough to invite me to, and I should have known your respect from the beginning. I might be a little bit afraid of you, but I'm not afraid of admitting where I'm wrong. Wasted. This was one of those times I was wrong. So if you want a night to remember, you stand and start to do a sexy dance, grabbing a bottle from the bar and rubbing it on your face. Okay. You were doing so well. Don't mess it up now. This was 2 of those times I was wrong. If you want to enjoy drinks for the craft and flavor while sitting and calmly relaxing, I'm here for it. So, lovebirds, what drink shall we make? Ooh. Fancy beer, zombie, Bloody Mary, dark and stormy. Dark and stormy. How about a dark and stormy drink for my dark and stormy date? Okay, that one is cute. Let's go, baby! Please allow us to demonstrate how a dark and stormy is made. First, rum, or in this case, rum extract and a bit of apple juice is poured over ice. And then fresh ginger beer is added in. Garnish with a lime wheel and drink the end. Do you think you'll end up the challenge of replicating this recipe, Ronnie? Uh-huh. Replicating rum substitute and ginger beer over ice? Don't forget the lime wheel. Rum substitute and ginger beer over ice with the lime wheel. Not sure I appreciate your tune, but yes, you got it. You're a natural, a sassy natural. You and Dwight might have more in common than... Don't you dare. Spirit seems to be in a lovely mood as she sips her dark and stormy. She's not even rolling her eyes at your petty behavior. On cue, a literal dark storm begins to make its way from the ocean. You taste your own dark and stormy as you watch the clouds approach. It's quite refreshing. Isn't this fun? Honestly, it's the most dramatic-free fun I've had since I got here. And since you pick a simple but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time left to relax. Hold on. Okay. And since you picked a simple but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time left to relax. Wanna make out? When Ronnie works his magic, he works his magic, okay? He knows what he's about. Wanna make out a little? You breathe in a sip of your drink and immediately begin coughing before you can get a yes out. Lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and it immediately starts a fire. The activity ends abruptly as Claudette and Dwight usher the 2 of you away from the... Stop! The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. Thank you for wasting a point, Bowser. That's because it was. Oi, feels like I've been here a lot longer than that actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that I mean you, can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual nurturedom. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the module, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pick your dream date and see who Ronnie chooses. Oh, all right. Is this? Are we nearing the end? Who's ready for a round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about their dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. Ayo? In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does not matter, Trapper. Why don't you go first? You think you deserve it, even if this case is subtle dig? Stop talking. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable, not only in a polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta narrative of a Dead by Daylight dating experience? I cannot read for nothing. Sometimes you just gotta say it. Why, yes, thank you. I'd love to. So Ronnie, you're thinking of picking me. Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished and be rewarded. Tomorrow will suck. Probably I'm not an easy guy to get along with, I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident and sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. Sorry, anyway, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I'd prefer to just tell Ronnie privately. I don't really know how that's going to work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Ronnie? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Okay. Okay. Tomorrow, we have to find my bell. And then I could finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing where we will really bond. And maybe, finally, get off this island. And maybe, then we can go on a real date. ... You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. Great, Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper, won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing, go away. Then boy, oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Confident, mysterious, I like it. Hit us, Spirit. Alright, Spirit, hit me, Spirit. Figuratively, damn it, Dwight. You gotta watch your words with these people. Alright. Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it? If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crown art with Trapper or dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what these guys do all day. Do you want to at least specifically, specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Oh. Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you intend to hang with Spirit. And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about all these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you forget to mention something? I think I know what's coming up. Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. Oh, never mind. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of your contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break. Oh god. And giving them a little push. Hold up, this has to be a survival dating competition parody this entire time? And I'm just now finding out about this? Come on, the signs were there, you just didn't read them. Welcome to Murder's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof, It's like butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but you can break their heart. You dare even try? You mean... That's right, tomorrow one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic. Because it's surprising. Because it's a classical reversal of fate. And it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. Yeah, well, that being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anyway. She floats, and I hear she can disappear hard to track. Eek! If you get rid of Wraith, he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. True. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is I don't envy you, boss. So which psychopath are you eliminating? Trapper. Bye, Trapper. This was very simple. Trapper, you scare the living shit out of me. You're eliminated. That's fair. Honestly, though, I don't care. You suck. But not in a good way. You bore me. Your personality-free maggot. It wouldn't even be fun to kill you. Which I was totally going to do tomorrow the first chance I got. So really, this is a win-win for both of us. Still might kill you though. Out of principle for eliminating me, sleep with both your eyes open and have fun on your date tomorrow. Oh. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind. Because of course they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Ronnie when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with... Trapper? Trapper. Trickster. That's the Trapper. Trickster. Their own mostly new Trickster it's a body pillow. Their own mostly new Trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real Trickster, it might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right. It's Dwight twisted. Oh. Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Ronnie. Hope you're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? Because I know who I'm going to choose. I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know, those two schedule. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. Well, see how things go tomorrow? I suppose I'm not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know I seem all excited and devil may care, but the truth is, I'm really a pessimist at heart. That tends to happen when your mother is skewered by an elk when you were young. Yeah, how'd you know? Well, I guess it's also the only thing you talk about. If you'll excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over here in that tree. I'm feeling peckish. I don't really know what's happening here. I honestly haven't been paying attention. Oh, Ronnie, sorry, I forgot. I'm focusing on other things, more important things. One way or another, I won't be here for much longer. ... I don't handle rejection well. At least I don't think I do. No one has ever been dumb enough to reject me before. ... Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting. And I'm getting a giant rage monster, so everyone in this room should be scared right now. Turn the camera off. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within my me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. What? Hey, you're not part of this? You don't get confidential. It's cool, man. I'm not a part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, kind of wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album upcoming tour, finalizing the new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check out. You gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out, fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. So you're saying you got like Myers and Freddy and all of them. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them. Don't worry. I'm talking your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them, like Don't you say it! Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand, but we have a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. Okay. Ghostface is a teenager with a knife. That's all he is. Ghostface! Come on. Whatever, I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, Ronnie. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yeah, seriously, they do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, it is not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's the thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay, never mind. Never mind? What does that mean? No, not you too. That wasn't meant to be confessional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the ocean just peed in it. How is that You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what's it gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Trapper get eliminated was the first time in this ascending spiral staircase of pain that is in my life that I felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, the sun, these sweet, sugary drinks, it sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls, it's like a crescent-doing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment, and let my soul be free. And please, please, get me out of this polo shirt. Ook! Oh, I said ook. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Go to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end. Well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone is bound to say something crazy. Anyways, seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow is gonna be a doozy. Am I gonna finish this tonight? Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which it's sort of okay with. What's that? You don't know about the killer crabs? Oh, right. You didn't know on that Huntress date? You really missed out? It was thrilling, or I guess it would have been. You'll have to play the game again to get the reference, I suppose. You pull on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. Is that look on your face excitement, terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It has happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time! Claudette gestures over the beach, where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly the message is clear. You are going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some half-ass cameos in the show. I'm gonna chew his agent out. But before they walk you over for your big movement, don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Ronnie. It can't be easy being thrown into a mysterious island for For seemingly no real reason, surrounded by terrifying killers trying to manage your most primal impulses, murders, and making out. And you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island host, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for you. Going forward, don't try to go all the way with the killer who isn't into you. But she was. Relationships are two-way streets, and if you don't have a green light in the other directions, you might end up in the friend zone. Listen, man, for your Claudette. Listen, Claudette, for your information, I'm in like a million friend zones, okay? I'm used to it. The friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, so who's into me? Colette and Dwight look around conspiratorially again. Well, I've never seen Spirit open up to anyone like she has opened up to you. I've seen her open up to the insides of plenty of people, but thankfully, you and for us, that's in a different type of game. So are you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad, we're on a schedule. Alright, let's do it. You make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air, and I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for our newcomer to confess their love. Alright. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this. Do it! No you don't, but who cares? Ronnie, who do you choose for your solo date? Do it! Can we at least do the flower thing? Ah. Wait, I thought we agreed to keep this between us. No, not that flower thing. Oh. The thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right, I suppose, but no roses. There's such a clinch at this point. Well, that's good, because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an ouchie, so I settled for these. Nice. Beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saves some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe too? Yeah, definitely. Just me? Sorry. You've got other things to think about right now. No, they're definitely a vibe. Ronnie, who do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? Well, Huntress, I just want you to know that you're gorgeous, but you'll kick my ass. Wraith, I'm tired of your damn bing-bonging. So with that being said, Spirit, let's do this. Your pert Spirit, peering below the brim of her impressively large hat and into her haunting eyes. Spirit, since I met you, I've been enchanted by your presence. You've challenged me to be a better person and resisted the urge to show me the sharp end of your katana. For that, I thank you. I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level. And we shall, up to the eye of the dark storm that is our reality, to the lantern room of the Black Lighthouse. It's time to see what you're made of, Ronnie. Hey yo! Hey yo! I thought it might be nice to start the day out on Trapper's yacht before we head up to the Black Lighthouse. Even if I kind of hate this basic tropical vacation stuff like yachts and snorkeling or whatever, it's good for you to see me in the sun a little bit. At least there's more to me than what you've already gotten to experience. I know that my whole vibe can be a little dark. The hat, the swimsuit, the plume of floating hair. This wasn't always who I was. I was a normal young woman once. Went to school, hung out with friends. I even had a part-time job working at a restaurant in town. And then, well, I know what happened. Your father, he murdered me and I awoke as an undead Avenger. That's not what I was getting at. Something else happened to me. I realized I needed to be seen. I don't even know by whom. A lot of time when you think about ghosts, they're these kind of see-through flickering specters. You imagine reaching out and having your hand go right through them. Oh, like that sort of thing. Maybe there's some warpy effect on the world around you. I don't know. It depends on which movie you're watching. But when I died, well, I dare you to try and reach your hand through me. Not really. That's not an invitation. It's rhetorical. Why did I end up this way? Who brought me here to this island? Who knows? I sure don't. I got my ideas. But I'm not exactly out there digging around in caves or dusting off antiques and trying to find clues and analyze their meanings. I do want to take this experience seriously, though. I want to give the process a chance. It may be a dumb process and one that I have extremely little respect for as a person. But you just woke up on this beach with no memory of who you are or where you came from, and rather than a freak out and simply try and swim away, you're giving this a chance. I actually didn't know that swimming away was an option. It's not. However, the fact that you never even tried, I think that means you've got courage or an open mind, or I don't know, maybe you stuck around because you like someone you met here? Maybe. While the two of you were getting all deep and philosophically flirty, the yacht pulled up to the shore next to the Black Lighthouse. Last stop, everybody off. There were other stops? Oh no, not of this trip, of your life. ... Spirit rolls her eyes and leaves for the shore. I'm just messing with you. This was the only stop. Nobody here is really looking for our fun, so we have to make it for ourselves. But no, there are no other stops. Seriously, go. Race you to the poop deck, Dwight. This ship doesn't even have a poop deck. Oh, it will. Oh. As you disembark, you see Dwight and Claudette run giggling across the ship. Too bad you can't date those two. They seem like they know how to have a good time. I mean, I wish Fang was in the game, but you know, it is what it is. You arrive at the beach near the majestic Black Lighthouse. It's imposing from towers above you. A flock of birds circle lazily, no sense of fear or urgency, as if cycling a corpse that hasn't moved in ages. I'm excited about today, see? Spirit places her wrist delicately on in your hand and presses your fingers down against your skin. It's cool to touch, but you feel is that the faintest of pulses. My blood is absolutely pumping. So what happens now? Now I show you something that no one has ever seen up close before. Well, no one who has lived to tell about it. Hey yo, we're going there. Spirit points to the top of the lighthouse amongst those circling birds. What's actually up there? Have you seen it? Hey y'all, how's everyone doing today? Hi Wraith. You sure seem chipper today. Something strange is definitely going on with this guy. Well, something else strange. Something different than what's usually going on. Wraith takes a deep breath, sucking in the ocean air like it's the greatest air that has ever been sucked. Ronnie, thank you for choosing anyone else to go on a date with today. Alone again forever. This is how I was meant to be, but I feel alive. Are you done? We're kind of, you know, on that date you just mentioned. I'm glad you're feeling better, Wraith, but like I said, but like she said, we're in the middle of something. You mind? Oh, right. So what you doing? Heading up to into the eye of the lighthouse? I love it up there. You can really see the whole island from up there. In fact, Spirit, I thought you said no one's been up there and lived to tell about it, but this sounds exactly like telling about it. Alright, technically, I don't think Wraith counts as being alive. I mean, I don't maintain the canon, but Spirit waves her arms at Wraith from head to toe. And if he's not dead now, he's gonna be when I push him for interrupting our date. Hey now, we can solve our problems without our hair floating up into any menacing shapes. I'll just be over here running away, enjoying the view. Ah! You know, I think Wraith was kidding about the whole being up here, being up there. Honestly, the view isn't even of the island. What you can see is mostly ocean on account of it being, you know, a lighthouse. However, that does bring up an interesting point. Regardless, how do I say it? Spirit's hand floats up as she scratches her head, You don't usually see her at a loss for words like this. What's your mortal status? Because despite what our lanky friend seems to think, the lighthouse is not to be trifled with. It's a beacon of death and suffering that brings doom to it from all corners of this world, if not further. Well, duh. If you saw a freaking pirate ship seemingly travel through space and time only to crumble at the rocks beneath the spooky tower, but you decide not to point it out because that wouldn't be too romantic, now would it? I think I'm alive. I'm here with you, walking on this beach, feeling the water on my feet, feeling the sun on my skin. Here with me, the spirit? Does that really make you alive? I guess, I don't know. If you come with me up into the eye of the Black Lighthouse, you may never return. Is that a risk you're willing to take? Because we have something, I won't deny it. I feel it. I'd hate for you to simply return to ash. If we were to commit right here and now to figuring this out as friends, we could put that risk off for another time. Just be friends? Ouch. Is this her way of letting you down easy? Trying for them spirit panties. Wait, oh, wait. Alright, Pearl, I'll change it after I'm done, alright? I'll change it before I get off. Alright, Pearl, I got you after I'm done. I can't do it right now. I don't know if I want that friendship. I want you. That's why I chose you. I misread as title. I can't decide this for you. I can only warn you that it may not be safe. You might die up here. You might die up there, and there's nothing I can do about it. Stay down, live for sure. Go up, maybe die. YOLO. You take a deep breath and think about every particle of sea air as it travels into your body and fills your lungs. It may be the last time you have such a thought, but you feel strangely at peace with that information. I don't need another friend. I want something more. I'd risk my life for it. Spirit smiles a quirky, devilish smile. Right this way? Inside the lighthouse, it's almost pitch black. It was seemingly day when you stepped through the door, but inside this place is like a void. The last thing you see as the final rays of sun leave you in a horrible sight. A petrified body laying on the stairs, reaching not up but down as if it had been crawling. Watch your step. The thing we do for love. Okay, I thought I was gonna actually have to walk around for a second. Alright, when you arrive in the lantern room at the top of the Black Lighthouse, you breathe a sigh of relief. The light is out and seemingly defunct. Dust cakes the room as thought it hasn't been operated in a century. However, somehow, it was just morning a moment ago, but now it's night? What do you mean a moment ago? We've been standing here looking out over the ocean all day. I've really enjoyed the peaceful time together with you. Taking in the view, standing in complete silence for hours. It was kind of my perfect date. Really? I don't remember that. I just called it the perfect date and you can't be bothered to remember it? What kind of game are you playing with me? I want to remember it, it's just that for some reason my mind is completely blank, but hey, I'm not dead. Or you're already dead and have been this whole time. That's true. Maybe we'll never know. It doesn't look like the lights is working. Even turned off, the light has a power to it. The massive lens refracts moonlight through itself, a subtle sparkle that has a hypnotic effect. Maybe that's where the day went, staring into the light as the sun fell and the moon rose. Thanks for spending the day with me. I really had a good time. That's it? Don't get me wrong. This is really cool and all. I guess I don't know what I expected. I suppose if you thought you were walking into your death and nothing happened, it might feel a bit anticlimactic. Sorry, anyhow, it's time to go. Here, let me just flip out. Let me just flip on the light for the staircase so it's easier to get down. The stairs still look pretty dark. Maybe Spirit is interrupted by a strange hum. And then it becomes frighteningly clear to you that switch wasn't for the stairs, it was for the main lantern. A lantern that is now beginning to power up. The faintest smell of burning begins to reach up to your nose. Oopsie, looks like maybe that switch wasn't for the stair lights after all. Now we see who is really alive and who is really dead, I suppose. It was bound to happen sooner or later. You slam your eyes closed, hoping that somehow not looking at the light itself will protect you. Not sure I see the logic in that, but if it's magic, it kinda defies logic. I want to see it, but well, I'm a little scared. Don't look directly into the light. Open your eyes and look only at me, and I'll keep you safe. Bet. Ready. Oh God. Boom! Perfect. Boom! Let's go! Perfect! That was completely perfect. Oh, God. Got it still! Aw. Shut up. Are you okay? You seem okay. I hope I haven't ruined this by pushing you to do something you weren't meant to do. You're so brave. Maybe not so coordinated, but certainly brave. I'm so lucky you'd put yourself through this for me. It shows that you're real. Despite your attempt to resist it, that incredible force of energy from the Black Lighthouse Lantern, I refuses to be subside. No, it can't. It cannot be ignored, and it doesn't matter if you look directly at it or not. Oh, Prue, just letting you know, that'll be my my name for like the entire time I stream next. That's how I do it. In the end, that was just a trivial game. This is real life and real magic. You stare at it now, and its power penetrates your mind. So tomorrow when I stream, that'll be my name the entire time. Hey, been a while. How are things? Doing good. Feeling more dead or more alive. Yeah, love will do that to a person. Don't worry, it'll make sense soon. You wake up to hear Spirit's muffled voice. You've got a terrible taste in your mouth, like burnt hair. The air feels damp and smells like ash. It takes time for the sound to clear up, but eventually Spirit's words start to make sense to you. However, it's clear she's talking to someone else, not you. You know how... I like how they got the Dead by Daylight music in the background. You know how sometimes people say it's not you, it's me? Well, this time it's you, and it's also me. I can't believe I thought you would change for me. I can't believe I thought what you were doing was a sacrifice. You never gave anything up for me. Well, today I saw what love looks like, and it looks like a whole lot different than this. A whole lot different than this. I don't think you're hearing me, which is weird because I'm practically shouting. Nobody breaks up with Trapper. Nobody! Oh yeah? Fine. Nobody breaks up with Trapper. But I'm not doing that. I'm dumping. Don't you say that. Don't you say it. I'm dumping Evan Macmillan. And there's nothing you or he can do about it. It's over between us and Evan. Rin, Trapper turns from Spirit and looks directly at you. You realize that you're laying on the ground of some weird tunnel. I think that your shouting woke up Ronnie. My shouting? Stay quiet. In an attempt to be as quiet as possible, you hold your breath and freeze in place. Sorry we woke you up, Ronnie. After what happened, you'd probably be better off sleeping for a bit longer. Things just got out of hand. How'd you know? You were talking in your seat basically non-stop until you woke up and then got quiet. What was I saying? I don't know. I don't speak Dutch. Jij spreekt Netherlands? Lichtbar? Yeah, see, there you go again. The jig is, as they say up, they know you're awake now, and you're going to have to deal with this awkward situation head on. Clearly, I shouldn't be here. You two are having a very personal conversation that I don't need to be involved in. I don't even know how I got here, not here on this island or here in this creepy tunnel. As far as this island goes, your guess is as good as mine. As far as this tunnel goes, we brought you here. You and Trapper, but after the lighthouse light came on, you blacked out on your way down. I thought you might have hit your head or something. It's hard to tell what blood is new or old around here. Either way, I wanted to get you someplace safe, and so I asked Trapper for help. It's not that I can't carry you. I just didn't feel like it. You know, I hate anything messing around with my shards. Trapper, on the other hand, he loves nothing more than having an unconscious body draped over his shoulder. I could have asked Claudette and Dwight for help, but I don't trust them. But you trust Trapper? Like and trust are two different things. You might think Trapper can be a real jerk, and you'd be right, but you get what you see with them. We brought you down here because we're the only ones who know about this place. It's part of an old tunnel network that connects different places on the island. What's up, guys? Talking Island Mysteries, my favorite topic. I was just in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd drop in. Trapper, you said this place was private. Don't look at me, I didn't tell him about it. Half the appeal of the spot is getting away from people like him. Well, geez, I can see when I'm not wanted. So you three throuple now, or... Because I gotta say, I really didn't get the whole Trapper spirit thing, but hey, if it's not my business, I don't stick my nose in it. We are not a thing. Nobody traps the Trapper. Not with traps or with relationships. And you do realize you're sticking your nose in our business right now, right? Wow, so hostile. If you don't want to talk about it, just say so. Anyhow, this tunnel has some very interesting features. If you head about 50 meters down that way, you'll find... Get out! Wraith looks around just to be doubly sure that Trapper is addressing him. I was just leaving. This island, it's a lonely place, which is great for me. I love to be alone. Trapper, on the other hand, he's quite needy. And after a lot of persuade, I finally let him catch up to me, and it became, well, I don't want to call it a relationship because somebody really didn't want to have that talk, but we were more than friends. I dispute the events as told. For the record, I don't pursue, I stalk, and I lie and I wait. Seeing eye to eye was not one of the things we were good at. So I hate to ask, but I did just look into a refrigerator-sized death lamp, so I guess I'm more of a glutton for punishment than I thought. Well, what were you good at? Well, for starters, excuse me, I'll take the questions. Thank you very much. If you know anything about me by now, it's that I'm on a quest for revenge. That was everyone. Exactly. Well, you might not know, Trapper is like a great classical maestro of revenge. Trapper blushes behind the mask. That's one way to compliment a killer. Revenge against friends who had turned their back and betrayed him. Revenge against his father for making him into a monster. Revenge against a barista who wrote Ewan on his cappuccino, knowing his name was actually Evan. For someone who thinks about revenge as much as I do, Trapper is an inspiration. But they say to never date your heroes. Good advice, but I don't think that's the saying. And then you came along, Ronnie. You showed me that it's okay to be lost, to feel pathetic, to push on when you have nothing real to offer anyone. Oh my god, wow, damn. I'm not sure where you got all of that from, but okay. You held a mirror up to my own doubts and fears and showed me that they aren't everything about me. That I can embrace those things, but not be defined by them. You showed me that life and death can be more than just an obsession with revenge and mind-blowing sex on the ground in a dark cave or a dusty old tunnel. Trapper nudges you in the ribs of with his elbow. Gross, clearly appealing to Trapper's better features. He's been a winning strategy for dumping his ass because he seems to be taking it quite well. This whole half-ass dating show parody thing. At first, I obviously thought it was a lame idea. What kind of moron thought there was an audience for this? But then we spent some time together, and I realized there's something actually real here, and I don't want to give up on it. I don't want to give up on it. I don't want to give up on us. Listen, Ronnie, while you were knocked unconscious by some minor head trauma like a total wreckling, Spirit confided in me that she has real feelings for you. I took it extremely well, naturally, because I trust her and value her opinions. That doesn't mean I trust you. If you want to get to her, you have to get through me first. All right, let's go, bitch. By passing Trapper's test, DM coming. By passing Trapper's test, DM coming to Behavior TV Sundays at 8 p.m. Welcome to Trapper's test. Answer my questions correctly or die by my blade. Question 1. What is Spirit's real name? The one given to her by her murderous father, which she only lets her real friends call her. Oh my god. Wait, I don't know her backstory. Wait. Like, I know her backstory, but I don't know. What's her name? Rin. Okay, you got that one. Don't celebrate yet. Question 2. What lives inside Spirit? A dragon. I know this stuff. Dragon. Sure, everyone knows that. They won't all be this easy. Question 3. Where did Spirit work back when she was a normal college girl before she was hell-bent on revenge? I know this one. It was a restaurant. I know too. I know to think I would date a waitress. Don't tell my father I ever mingled with the help like that. He'd be so disappointed with me. Question 4. What's Spirit's favorite color? Black. Okay. All right. Are these questions largely superficial? Sure, maybe I didn't get to know Spirit that well. Maybe that's why she dumped. Maybe that's why it didn't work out for us. Who knows? Question 5, the final question. You got this, Ronnie. According to Spirit, what's worse than being dead? Help! All these can be right. Oh boy. Alright. I feel like it's that one. Or it can be that one. This one. This one. This. Yes! When I pitched Trapper's tests to the suits at Behavior TV, they told me there was no room in the budget for a new car to be given as the final prize for winning. So I killed them all right there on the spot. While killing them didn't solve any of the budget problems, it sure did feel good. I'm telling you this, A, to brag, and B, to explain why the only thing you're going to win is me saying congratulations for passing Trapper's test. Not that it was some huge challenge. I mean, the woman obsessed with a giant light that shines in the dark had a chip on her shoulder about being seen. Go figure. You probably guessed, but the rules are rules. Even if I literally just made them up, you got it right. So I guess I approve of you dating Spirit or whatever. I never really cared in the first place. I was just hoping you'd slip up and give me a good excuse to wet my blade with your blood. Maybe I'll find a reason tomorrow. For now, you two have fun. Wink, wink, wink. Trapper out. Hey, yo. Dude just gave me his girl. I'm sorry you had to endure that. What 5 measly questions? It was nothing. Not even that. As ridiculous and unnecessary as it was, the whole thing. The waking up in a random tunnel, the overhearing our argument, the news that Trapper and I had something going on, and the stupid quiz, all of it, especially the whole Trapper out catchphrase. It's only because I actually like you. None of it would have happened if I didn't. And I like you too, Spirit. Please call me Rin. Bet. So do I call her Rin when I'm playing Dead by Daylight now? That's it. Rin. I didn't really feel like our lighthouse experience was completed. There was something else I wanted to show you. Alone up in the lantern room of the tower. Get your mind out of the gutter, Ronnie. It's not that kind of game. What's that? Hold on a minute. I'm being told. No, wait. It is that kind of game. Disregard the gutter. Yo! Come back up here. Come back up there with me. There's no place I'd rather be. You're excited to return to the lantern room of this lighthouse, despite all the drama and worry that was previously a part of this place for you. More importantly, you're excited to be there with Spirit, which makes it all the more crushing. When you're interrupted by the arrival of Claudette and Dwight, stop cock-blocking me! Claudette, Dwight, funny seeing you here. Wait, did I say funny? I meant tragic. Tragic? I don't think so. What could be tragic about a family reunion? Those are always joyous occasions in my experience. Before they can explain what that's even supposed to mean, the lighthouse begins to howl a low, frightening sound. The lens begins to glow in a now familiar way. You prepare to shield your eyes in case something bad happens to you again. Now isn't the time for any reality show adjacent shenanigans, Dwight Claudette. Shield your eyes. We don't know what the lighthouse will. Now, please don't interrupt. You'd think after all this time you'd know that we got your best interests in mind. Wait, what? No, of course. I don't think that. Got wax in your ears, friend? I asked you not to interrupt. Too late. The black light flares in the darkness. You see something horrible and strange in the place of Claudette and Dwight, our two ghoulish silhouettes. But before you can focus on them, the light passes and the two survivors are returned to their normal states. It's breezy up here. I should have packed a sweater. What in the hairy hell? Hey, watch your language. You shouldn't speak that way. Ronnie! I'm around your elders. Grandpa? Wait. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay. My little Rin, you're such a woman now. They grow up so fast. What? Ronnie, meet Grandpa Kazan Yamaoka. I can never say that. Well, technically, not just Grandpa. Technically, he's my great-great-great-great-grandpa. But that's not a lot of greats to say in a row. I haven't seen my little Rin since I watched over her from the afterlife, when she was just a little girl. And I expect you and all the greats, it's all a matter of honor and respect, except Rin. She can do whatever she wants, my precious little angel. But you? Ronnie stares at you with his demonic red eyes. You're pretty sure even the decorative third eye on his mask is looking at you. You mongrel? You must treat her with respect. You must treat me with respect, or so help me. I'll be cleaning bits of your head off of my cannibal. Kanabo is like a metal baseball bat covered in spikes, FYI. I'm not sure what a peasant like you is doing so close to a descendant of a noble Yamaoka bloodline in the first place. Dirk, Claudine, explain what's going on to me. It's White, sir, and Claudette, remember? We explained to you that you were always going to come meet with your great granddaughter suitor and to give your approval. 5 greats. Great grandfather, sir, your honor, master, sir. Dwight, he's a samurai, not a judge. Grandpa, they must have summoned you here because they think you have great judgment, and because if they summoned my father, I would be too distracted by torturing him for all of the eternity to continue with the rest of the whatever this is. Show, game, experience. Ah yes, that makes sense. Only a man of my power and magnitude can help. Self-important much? Nice to meet you, Kazan. Only my friends and family call me Kazan. Those who tremble in fear at my presence call me Oni. You're seeing a serious resemblance to Trapper in not only the sheer size of the man that Oni is, but also his attitude. Apparently Spirit has a type. You sure you can or want to measure up to that? It dawns on you that wait a second. Maybe you do resemble Oni. Every time you've tried to look at your own reflection, however, you've become dizzy and confused. This definitely deserves more thought, but now's not the time to consider the fact that you might be some kind of hulking vampire with the first ever case of self-blindness. There's a massive samurai mad dodging you from 2 steps away. Well, you don't scare me at all, so I'll stick with Kazan. Peasant, I realize now the true purpose of my visit is to extinguish your light. Oni waves his katana in the air at you menacingly, like great grandfather, like great granddaughter apparently. Hold up there, grandpas. Not so fast. You're only supposed to kill them if they deserve it. First, you should get to know them a little better. Young people these days always wanting to kill people instead they must deserve it. Back in the day, you did what needed to be done because nobility depended on it. In his day, for such an impulsing presence, he sure is giving off serious old man yells at Cloud vibes. You see, when I was a young man, we didn't have foreigners in our land. Didn't need them. We had an abundance of culture already, a little too much, if you ask me. But I didn't make the rules. The rulers did exactly how it should be. Literature, art, commerce, theater, fashion, poetry, puppet shows, ghost stories, courtesans, gambling, fighting, fine dining, fast food, public executions. What were we talking about? Spheric giggles that are great. Okay, I'm not gonna say all of this every time at Oni's forgetfulness. You wonder, does she even like this guy? She sure hates her father, so listen up, old man. We don't have time for you to listen up, old man. We don't have time for you to have a list of every activity available to a samurai in the entirety of the Edo period. That's just jerks head in. Claudette, Doris, fetch my kanabo. Rin, wrap your robe around this mongrel's hands and hold them still. We'll splatter their brains on the beach together as family. Grandpa, no, that's not why I invited you here at all. In fact, I didn't invite you. Claudette and Dwight did. Ha, yes, sure. Wink, wink, wink. This whole saying wink out loud thing is getting out of hand. Him and Trapper really do have a lot in common, don't they? I swear Ronnie has a good soul and the heart of a warrior. They fought for my love in their own way, faced down death more than once, and put up with their fair share of nonsense. Nonsense which seems to be endless. Can we, I don't know, wrap this thing up already? Of course. Who am I to expect anyone to wait around for my approval? I've only been hanging out as a ghost and watching my bloodline be polluted by cowards and quitters for 5 generations. Just come give your ancestor-in-law a hug. Oh. Sword drawn, Oni beckons you closer. There's no way he has ever hugged anyone in his entire life. I think I'm good over here, actually. Rin, now push them my way and I'll split them in half. The sacrifice of this usurper to the Yamaka bloodline will surely bring us back to life and set us back to the course of honor. It's so silly, Grandpa. We both know that only one sacrifice can get our family back on track. Revenge on my father, your great-great-great-great-grandson, traitor to the Yamaka name? The lust for violence in your voice, it fills me with cheer. I'll never forget who I am. I suppose if this is the person you want to be with, to go on your journey of the bloody revenge with, I should trust your judgment. The strength inside of you blooms from the same cherry tree that was planted centuries ago by our shared ancestors. And if Ronnie ever treats me poorly, you have my word, and you have my word on our family's honor. I will wield my katana and gut them like a fish. I tear rolls down from behind Oni's demonic mask. You sure you want to marry into this? And one last word of advice, my dear girl. The father stuff, don't forget it, but maybe stop focusing so specifically and observantly on it. What he did, it was awful, but it was already done. Do something for yourself now. Just my 2 cents. But well, Ren, I will see you again soon. Now let's go, servants. Clint, Denise, return me to the stables. I assume my dragon has been fed and tended to. Yes, sure. I swear this is still better than dealing with Trapper's dad. I'm sorry if I was disrespectful of your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He seemed like a very special man. I realize I will never measure up to someone like that. A warrior with a hell of fashion sense, I mean, that mask. Don't worry, I would never expect you to or want you to really... if all I wanted was the biggest brute alive, I'd be down in the Trapper cave right now avoiding his vintage bear traps. But that's not the life I've imagined for myself. This sense of abstract duty, anger at a world changing around me, a lust for blood, that's no way to live, and yet, as you now know, that is the Yamaka way of life. Forever I'm cursed to battle against the dragons that live inside me, or at least maybe I was until now. Call me the Dragon Tamer, baby. Hey, yo! You haven't won this game yet. Please don't ruin it. Sorry, I have no idea where that came from. I think we've spent enough time in the lantern room. We should get back to the beach. How long is this game? The moonlight sets a romantic mood as storm clouds roll in and surround the black lighthouse. You know, the sun might have set, but if we wait long enough, it will rise again. Hey, yo. I mean, can you blame me? Spirit removes her sheer robe, showing you her strappy black bikini. Her pale skin glows under the light of the moon. Maybe you could help me get a head start on applying tomorrow's sunscreen. Ayo! Again? I mean, yeah, of course. Last time was, well, I definitely felt more connected to you afterwards. To be totally real with you, I kind of just asked you as a goof, but I really enjoyed it. I swear though, if you tell anyone about this, I will not be labeled a foot freak. Not that there is anything wrong with feet. It's just that something about that kind of attention really gets people talking. Yeah, literally. Steady. Okay. Easy. Almost. I didn't. Oh, I'm garbage. I'm sorry. Okay, we got it. Almost. Wait, do I have to get it? Got it. Yes. Oh, I'm garbage. I'm sorry. I'm so bad. Almost. Got it. Yes. She really enjoys this. Got it. Almost. That was on there. Okay. I'm so bad. Oh my god, we're gonna be here all day. I mean, I don't mind. There we go. Got it. God, that's so damn hot. I love feeling your hand sliding up and down my feet and between my toes. My skin has never been more moist. Get up here right now. Get up where? Before you can find a towel to wipe off your lotion's hands, Spirit grabs your hand and pulls you in close. Her lips lock onto yours. Let's go! They're surprisingly soft and warm. The sensation is incredible. Clouds cover the moon, and you find yourself on the beach with Spirit in complete darkness. You can feel the narrow straps of her bathing suit come undone and come to life, snaking through the air, wrapping around your body, lifting you up off your feet. Come here, you. So this is what it feels like to fly. What is going on? As Spirit pulls you close, you feel bits of glass press into your flesh. Pain and pleasure mix and wash over you like the ocean. Salty air stinging your skin as you writhe against your undead lover. The lighthouse howls. In the darkness, you're pretty sure that Spirit lets the dragon inside of her take over. If it kills you, you're sure it will have all been worth it. The clouds part just as you manage to pull yourself exhausted away from Spirit. Oh. That's my blood. A chunk of broken glass is lodged into your shoulder. When you plucked it from your skin, it drips blood. Sorry, I think this got stuck to me when I was having the best night of my life. Spirit drags her fingertips over the sharp ends of the glass shard. Keep it. Consider it a memento. I've got plenty more where that came from. You arrive at the beach to find Claudette and Dwight waiting for you. Now is the time, Ronnie, to face your destiny. Actually, about that, Ronnie, can we talk privately? Maybe, not here, maybe someplace else, would be better for this talk. You know how we feel about schedule, Spirit. Very strongly. And you know how I feel about you telling me what to do. Don't do it. Like I said, I'd rather have this talk with Ronnie privately. It's not right to do here in front of everyone. You know, from my experience in upper management at my father's mine, I learned that if you're going to fire someone, it's best to do it in public so they don't freak out. Please, enough of the fire talk. Wait, you think, no, she couldn't be, they seemed so in love. Well, I mean, not really. Spirit is still Spirit. But if I tried to imagine Spirit in love, I suppose she hasn't attempted to murder Ronnie yet, so... Oh. Okay, fine. Your guess is as good as mine, really. That girl is very hard to read. A word of advice, though. If you're going to end it, quickly, in my experience, the more pathetic the creature, the more annoying the final hows are. I don't need any advice. Everyone out, except for Ronnie. Did someone say final house? That's kind of my whole jam. I can stay, right? Especially you. Ow. Lame. Alone with Spirit, you feel something awful hanging in the air. More awful even than the lingering smell of that. The lingering smell of that Cleaver body spray. That gag. I'm gagging. We're all gagging for Cleaver body spray. Spirit, Rin, I don't know what you plan on saying, but before you say anything, just know that I really enjoyed my time with you. Getting to know you over these the past few days helped me get to know myself. For that, I just wanted to say thank you. That's sweet. You're welcome, and I know, and you know what? It's that kind of thing that shows me you've got a good heart inside you. Too good for me to carve out and toss into the ocean, but also too good for me to love. Excuse me. I need someone who shares my interests. Someone I can connect with. Someone jaded and dispassionate, only driven forward by a desire for revenge. I need someone who isn't so warm that I feel cold in comparison. I need someone who isn't you. Can we just be friends? I don't know if... Before you finish that, just know that if we're not friends, we'll probably become enemies. And I will destroy you. Friends it is! I'm glad to have you here for me when I need you, but also not too close to me when I don't. Man. I'll see you around. Whatever, man. Freaking women. Spirit starts to leave. Wait, what? That's it? That's how this ends? You're just leaving me here? I'm not sure I'd use the word ends. And for that matter, I would say that I'm leaving, but we're definitely through. The fact that you can't see that, well, it just proves that we never really belonged together anyhow. Good night, Ronnie. She used me. What the hell? I just spent all this time on this island doing everything I can to get to know you, only to be told that I should just leave the chocolate factory through the side door? I don't know what that means. Anyway, I said goodnight, Ronnie. See you around. This is a You know what? You know what, man? This is just a real life thing for me. Jeez, I'm sorry. What a bummer. Hey, why did she keep saying she'll see me around? Gosh, I have no idea. And so my precious killers lived happily ever after, as they should, leaning to love themselves first and foremost. While trapped in a never-ending cycle of torture of my design. Wait, did I just spoil my true identity? You made it this far. You should probably know that. That you'll probably have to play again to find out more. Goodbye, Ronnie. See you again later, and again and again and again. Forever. The end. So you're telling me I went all this time finding the girl that I want, and of course, the girl that I want wants to be friends. You know what? It's happened to me before, it'll happen again. But you know what? I got laid, baby. Now, this game was actually really cool. Maybe we will play it again and try for some like other killers. See how those outcomes go. But for right now, you know, I had to do Spirit. But yeah, that was dope. I liked it a lot. This game was actually really fun. We're gonna let the credits play out just in case. You know, there could always be something different. I'm surprised they didn't add like Vommy Mommy. I really wish they had Fang in the game, even though I know I wouldn't have like gotten Fang. I know they weren't gonna add like licensed killers, but it would have been cool to add like Freddy in there or something. That would have been funny as hell. But yeah, I like the game a lot. I'm excited to see like others play it, if they do. But man, if I didn't read so much. Oh my god, this is the most I've read in so long. Sorry for like stumbling my words, but like, geez, that was so much reading. I did my best. All I can say. Thank you for playing. Absolutely. Game was dope. I liked it a lot. But alright, y'all. That was Hooked on You. A Dead by Daylight dating sim.